Good morning, everyone. It's Rivgal. We are playing some more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. We're going to go ahead and continue Woljif's side quest here. We're going to go to the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop to hopefully figure out who the traitor among the Thieflings is. We're not going to fight any random battles we don't have to right now, because I want to do as much as I can up here. I'm thinking after we do that, we'll probably end up taking a rest because we're going to be getting close to just exhaustion. But I'm trying to minimize how many rests we do, given that that seems to be one of the time thing, or the way that it measures time is, or a way that it pushes through time quickly. And there are some time sensitive things. Hey, Finian, the talking weapon. I thought I'd be flattened to a pancake under the rubble. Much obliged. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will. You're a Pathfinder? Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound. What I meant was, what are you? Told you. We killers of the Starry Clan fled to the world wound when troubles began. Okay. Did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow. They call folks like me phantom blades. It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. How did you end up in this shop? Okay. The city is under attack by demons. Just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. Okay, I'll take you with me. If there's anything you're missing. Okay, Spinny the talking weapon. You can access him using a special button in your inventory. Click to initiate dialogue and have him change his form to whatever you want. And he'll become more powerful as his personal story progresses. Okay, nice. So, where is Finian? I want to talk about you. Do you realize you're a weapon? Let's keep going on and on. He really doesn't get it, does he? Okay. How did you become a Pathfinder? I've always wanted to be one. Neat. My clan wasn't the nomadic kind before the wound opened. The idea of traveling anywhere wouldn't have crossed our minds. My father wanted to teach me to be a shaman. Then I found it and is. After 3 weeks of travel on foot, I passed their trials and they accepted me. I had a duty to Sarcosis. Okay. Remember anything before you ended up in Canabras? A lot of things happened. I remember how happy everyone was when the wardstone was placed. There was some celebration. I remember when the cultists took me, cut down my whole party and dragged me to the ringleader. After that, my memory is fuzzy. Okay, so basically, this guy, the bladesmith, looks like he used the phantom blade and like turned him into a weapon. Finian, you need to understand, you're not human anymore. I'm standing right in front of you. Poke me if you'd like. You're still able to commune with spirits. Okay. Tell me about the Pathfinder Society. Okay. So we'll talk to... Okay. That's for talking to Finian. Can we... Oh, there we go. So offhand, let's see what he ends up as. I'm going to start with Dagger. The Yup. Okay. So we're just gonna keep... I feel like that's probably good for now. So we're gonna go Woljif and Dagger and get him a second magic dagger because he doesn't have two right now. So that feels like the best place to start.
Onwards. What's that there?
Also, Ghost Touch is a really good thing for him to have. Pipe Fox. Oh, it's a new familiar. Knowledge, Arcana, and Perception. Okay. I actually like that better than the one I had, so all good. Hand of Aurori. Tell me about the suspicious people that came there. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old, male, gnome, male, old. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? 3 tieflings. Male, middle-aged. Male, young. Female, young. Let's go with the young male tiefling first. Short horns curling backwards. We know that this guy had long horns from the description we got last time. That sounds like me, but that's not possible. I know what the security's like here. I didn't come near this place. Longhorns. There we go. Kresme drilled it into our heads that he wasn't going to go hanging about the shop. Red hair. We've got a couple gingers, and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. Okay. Tail not observed, long horns. Okay. So the female tiefling also had long horns. I don't know that one. A new arrival, most likely. Gold stitching. Okay. Where's your master? He's in his hiding place. Okay. Thank you. I guess we'll try and move the golem.
The mongrel did it.
Loot. And to the basement. I suppose we'll check in with him before we start grabbing stuff. Marauders, bandits, scavengers! No one's going to rob you. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. So you here to tell me the nightmare's over? No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back. You, Woljif, the dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything. I hope there's something left. Where were you the night of the robbery? You think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I left. The watch was very keen on getting their hands on those thieflings, and they seem to be multiplying all over Galarian. Tell me about the tieflings that have visited recently. I'm helping the Eagle Watch catch the culprits, so it's your interest. So they haven't got the tieflings. I thought the city's Minus we're on the job. Can't rely on anyone anymore. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Red-haired tiefling. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes. He asked me to show him some Aasimar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. I checked everything after he left. Nothing was missing. Didn't get a good look at his face. He was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. Okay. Tell me about Woljev. Okay. Always looked at the moon of the abyss. Tell me about the woman. Noble lady, unlike the other tiefling ruffians, she purchased some magical equipment for the crusade and promised to come back again. Okay.
This is my kind of work.
Okay. Made a pretty good... Some good information there. Go ahead and head to the Thiefling's hideout. Should be able to kind of do a triangle thing here. I feel a little bad doing a rest before... or here after this. So we want one with long horns. That's probably Melrune, it looks like. Okay. Take a good look at the suspects. The redheads are Melrune and Doffy. Yep. Melrune has a green cloak. Melrune has straight horns. Yep. It'll pay for this. Votiel and Epzamara will get you in the end. Okay. That went well, question mark?
Can we rest, please? I'm tired.
Perfect. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss. The best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. Excuse me. Okay, what are you gonna do now? Clear this place out. Sooner the better. The city's dying. The city would have already died if not for the people who stood to defend it. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. What are you gonna do to the traitor? Can I join the family? No. Okay. You forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. You promised me an apology, loudly, in front of everyone. I want to hear it. So, sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you. That wasn't much of an apology. Alright, fine, I'm sorry. Let's part on good terms. Perfect. Better than nothing. When you've got a spare minute, come see me. I want to discuss something. Are they...
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Okay, okay. Just get a few little things here. So we finished out his first step of his personal quest, which is awesome. We're gonna head back to the Defender's Heart because we have we have fatigue. By the time we end up getting back there, pretty much all of our characters should be fatigued. Yep. And if we were to continue at that point, we would probably end up even worse off.
Let us be off.
Let's pop over and check in with Irabeth quick. I'm curious if we can tell her about the informant. Nope. So we'll go ahead and talk to Buljif.
Psst, look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
Did you really have the amulet the whole time?
Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
So you did betray them.
That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I... Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm.
Why is this item so important?
Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss. An amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin.
You've been searched by the guards.
Thieves have their ways.
Okay. Why didn't you give the amulet?
So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Irabeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the thieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway.
Why did you steal the moon?
Why, he asks? It's expensive. Pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but... I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down.
Oh, wow.
It was good for nothing and nobody. So that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garand. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
You deceived the people who considered you a friend. Yep.
Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove, Sister Charisme used to say that us tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and they... Well, I mean, we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything
Oh.
big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Okay. 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 I mean, these are decent. They're not amazing. Okay. We'll call it good.
Let's move.
Okay. We are going to pop bullshit. We're gonna trade this back. We're gonna go to Camellia, Finian, Rapier. Because we're going to be bringing her on our next mission. I think we're actually going to swap our Pipe Fox here. Specifically for the purpose of getting that extra. Basically, these are skills that he actually is more likely to use. Let's see here. Put that Cure Moderate to use. And I think that is going to be a good spot for us. Let's go ahead and take... Let's check this real quick. Weight in descending order, just to double check. Oops. Let's just go ahead and toss all of our books in there, because I don't think we're going to need them right now. And rest. This will get rid of the fatigue. We want another scroll of shield. Yeah, I think we do actually. The other thing we can do with those scrolls is use them to teach, or to put them into Woljif's book, which will also be nice down the road. But for now, I figure it's good to be able to have an extra AC buff if we decide we need it. And we will begin resting.
You know, you lucked out with your horns. At least yours don't tear a hole in every hood you wear. But we'd be even luckier if...
We never had the damn things in the first place.
Nice. Okay. So with that, hopefully you are still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.